Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dark Cloud 2. In the last episode, we started in earnest on our Georama for the Sindane, and we hit a bit of a snag. Well, off-screen, I decided to take care of all that. In this episode, we're finally going to take on the boss for Rainbow Butterfly Wood. Now, I did say off-screen I did take care of that. In fact, I did get Melane's recruitment. It required me to get the sword that she gives you to the Sandbreaker level, the Gladius to Sandbreaker. Off-screen, I did end up getting 2 more, which, not a fan. I can sell these. I'm also going to sell the Sandbreaker because when you get to the Sandbreaker level, you notice that little symbol above its weapon HP. That means that you have to repair it more often because it's fragile. Ironic. But if you look at the description, it makes sense. It's made from desert sand. I'm not going to be using this. In fact, off-screen, I also evolved Max's wrench to the Smash Wrench, and I am currently working on getting the bottom tier. But I need chill and synthesis points, as well as attack power. As for Monica, I got her Shamshir up to the Dusak. And I need Smash and Beast for that, as well as attack power. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy another weapon, another broadsword, another sword for Monica, and it's not going to be the Gladius. In fact, I'm going to probably do that now because I want to get the bottom tier now that I've got Wind Crystals and Holy Crystals. In fact, I'm probably going to speed up that process in the next chapter because I'm not going to be using Malane anytime soon. There are still some requirements in the Georama for Sindane that I won't be able to get for quite a while. Now, where is she? I know I recruited her. Unless I already put her in a house. I might have already put her in a house. Yeah, I already put her in a house. Okay, so. Oh, right. Oh. Let's exit here and... Okay, well, there's the animation for when you can't do something. I'd already gotten that animation while going through the labyrinths, getting my weapons leveled up. Now, one thing to note, I did put Cedric in my party, and that's because when you put an additional one of the people you recruit in your party, they give you certain abilities and even commands. In this case, with Cedric, he can repair your weaponry or even your ride pod. However, you have to let them rest. In other words, you can't have them in your party if you want the skill points reset. And while he does sell ride pod parts, I still don't have enough experience because I didn't focus on the ride pod. What you're going to be doing in the boss fight, you don't need the ride pod for. Also, taking a look at the descriptions, he gives bonus points for weapon/parts upgrades. This is true because that's how it's one of the things that I did in order to level up to the Dusak for Monica. In fact, that's what Malane was for in that regard. In fact, now that I don't need Cedric, I'm going to take him out of my party. And I need to double check one more time how many points I need for the ride pod. I still need about 218. Okay. I could buy the shield kit to raise its defense, but I kind of want the core a little bit more. But anyway. We have everything we need for the rainbow butterfly wood. And now we need to go to the Rainbow Falls. Now, two things we need to do. First thing, remember this little pond? Well, where is it? There it is. If we toss the Lafretia seed into the pond, we get this little cutscene. And no ripples. Hang on, if I remember correctly. Oh, also I did get one more roasted chestnut. I don't know how I got that lucky. I think... No, that does not count yet. Okay. But that Lafretia flower... No, the Lafretia flower is not missable, I don't think. You can, I believe you can come back and get it, but I don't rightly remember. I've never gone back. I've always just taken the opportunity to, oh, hi. Yeah, I've always taken the opportunity to just get the photo now. Look at the size of this thing. And you can't
Is this
just...
a flower? It's huge.
Yeah.
It's a Lafretia.
Yeah. Also, yeah, but like I said, don't take a picture of the stem. Well, it does count as the stem, but... Oh, you just need the stem. Okay, never mind. I thought it was the flower itself. There we go. But if you see this string, this will take us up to the flower itself.
What do you think these are?
Are you gonna touch it? Ew, don't do that.
Monica's a girly girl through and through.
It's fine, I'm sure.
Whee! I love that the moment he grabs onto it, it just yeets him right upward. I love that. It's so good.
These petals are huge. Actually, they're kind of gross.
Look!
Oh. Look at this thing. Legendary creature, rainbow butterfly. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is our boss.
That's the rainbow butterfly.
It's coming!
Now, there's a bit of a trick to this boss.
Out of the blue? What'd we ever do?
Well, to be fair, you're on the thing that it's attracted to. But okay. Nothing seems to work against the rainbow butterfly. You better try coming up with another course of action. The rainbow butterfly appeared as soon as the Lafretia bloomed, which means the flower itself may hold a clue to help you defeat the rainbow butterfly. that right there is part of your hint. And yes, these basically poison you, and I am not a fan of that. Luckily, I still have some antidote. Also, off screen, I did get this, the stamina drink. If I remember correctly, that boosts, well, it does give you a temporary boost, but I believe it's to some of your attack and your running speed. If I remember correctly, I could very well be wrong. And I am not taking a picture. Alright. And here comes part 2 of our hint to deal with this thing. Alright. Now. The hint is actually in the rainbow itself. We have to hit these in a specific order, which should be they're sensitive to sound and movement, meaning gunfire won't work, and we cannot just flat out run to it. We have to hit these in a color order. And Max is gonna die if I don't do something. Because these things hurt. Yeah, kind of figured that was going to occur. There. That was very risky. I do not recommend. Okay, back facing to me. And Max is dead. Okay, well, that means I can't use the ride pod. This is probably going to end in a failure. This is going to be a very tedious boss fight. But I do like it. Ow. Okay, you can stop now. Alright, now. Where are you landing? Come on. This is one of the things that I don't like about this boss. Because you have to be silent, and it never tells, and the game doesn't really teach you. Stop it. But you have to practically be right on top of this thing. And I can't seem to do it. Monica's magic does work wonders for this. Okay. There. Thank you. I think you get what I'm trying to go with here. It's very risky.
So you're the ones that stopped me. Thank you. Are you the one that they call Holly?
Dun dun dun.
That's right. Holly is the name I went by as a human living among the little folk.
Vermits, they're called little folk. Why? What the hell?
So that means your real form is the rainbow butterfly? Why did you appear to the Furbits in human form?
Well, she's about to explain that.
Well, you see, I wanted to thank them. Thank them for what? Originally, I too was a tiny butterfly. Once, when I still wasn't used to flying through the forest, I got caught in a huge spider web. I couldn't get out of the web no matter how much I struggled, so I just took a deep breath and resigned myself to my fate. Just at that moment, some Furbit folks came by and released me from the web. I was free. I flapped my wings with all my might and returned to the sky. They were waving as I flew off. They had saved my life, you see. My 7 saviors. The years passed. I grew and matured as a rainbow butterfly. As a monster, too, I found myself with plenty of magic powers. I used my powers of transformation to assume human form and approach them. I had wanted to give them something as a sign of my gratitude. But while I was living among them, I realized that the time I spent with them was more precious than anything. Before I knew it, I found myself wanting to spend the rest of my life as a human. Then why'd you disappear? The Furbits really miss you. Oh, that. There was sort of, an accident. A great, dark force from somewhere began to affect me. I was a monster, after all. And so this force awakened the powers of my original self buried deep within. I came to realize that I could never suppress the dark stirrings in my heart. There was nothing I could do but quietly leave their company. I've been hiding out in these woods, doing all I can to gain control of myself again. But the dark force got the best of me, and I was just a mindless monster when I attacked you. So that's what happened, huh? I can't go back to my old friends anymore. Would you please give them this letter? Okay, I'll be sure to give it to them.
Obtained teal envelope.
Perhaps the dark force that controlled me is what you'll be fighting from here on. It's an incredibly fearsome power. You must not lose against it. Please, win back our world. Well, I should be on my way. Goodbye.
Yep. Turns out Holly was the rainbow butterfly, and she left for the protection to protect the Furbits, who she adored.
Okay.
But with that, it was actually a very quick boss fight. It just didn't go as planned. I was originally going to use Max for this, but it turns out Monica's actually just better at dealing with that particular boss. It won't always be that way, though. In fact, I think that's the only time that where Monica is actually better against a boss. But for now, let's see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm still missing technically 2 conditions, but one of them was already fulfilled, and I won't be able to get those for quite a while. But with that, let's return to Jurak. It's kind of sad when you think about how this all occurred. The dark force Holly was referencing is...
I've remembered. I remember about Griffin.
You do? Tell us about him.
Griffin does not exist in our time.
The plot thickens.
He shows up just a little in the memories of our distant ancestors. Seems he likes flowers.
Huh? Flowers?
That's what I remember anyway. I don't quite know the details. But Griffin was around in ancient times.
But that doesn't explain why he's erasing everything for Max's time and Monica's time.
He is sending some strong otherworldly powers into the present. He's controlling a lot of things.
So Griffin is controlling the monsters in this era from ancient times. Which means his world is that of the distant past.
That's right. So, Jurak, how far back in the past is Griffin?
Oh? The suspense is killing us, dude.
I'm not really sure.
And
You might want to ask Crest for the details.
And our next goal.
Crest?
Crest, the great sage, the greatest and wisest sage of all in my era. With the moon crystal, he can use vast astrological powers. He can see everything that happens in the world.
Well, let's go and see him.
Yes, good idea. But it's not that easy.
Huh?
Crest's origin point has been erased too.
Yep.
That's not a problem. We have the Carpenterian, right? Let's just revive Crest's origin point as well.
Yes, exactly. Crest's origin point is the holy ground of Balance Valley. In the future, a great temple will be built there. That's where all the sages will gather.
So that's where Crest will be. Let's get going.
Not seeing any more of those little treasure chests, but I already knew right from the get-go that I wasn't going to be able to get them all. I know there's more there.
Hello, everyone. How are you? This is Holly. I'm sorry to have left you so suddenly, but I have reasons that prevent me from staying with all of you. You might already have an idea of what those reasons are, but for me, the time we spent together was truly wonderful.
Holly!
Farewell, everyone. Stay happy and healthy. You will always be my one and only family.
Yep.
Holly,
How foolish of you. Human or butterfly, it doesn't matter. Holly's just Holly to us.
Yeah.
You knew?
Of course I knew. I could tell she wasn't human just by her scent. But if Holly chose to approach us as a human, that was perfectly fine too. We don't care so much for outer appearances anyway. By the way, Monica,
What?
we want to go with you two on your journey. What do you think?
We would love to have you guys.
Really? You want to? Of course! With your help, we'll be able to put the world back to normal in no time.
And so, our adventures in the forest came to an end. Holly, the mysterious woman who got lost in the forest, wasn't you, Mother. But for some reason, I wasn't surprised. I always felt you'd be at the end of this journey. Just about then, Borneo and the others finished clearing the rock from the tracks so the train could move on again. We set our sights on Balance Valley.
Yep, our next destination and the start of our next chapter. And I might actually be able to get started on that soon. But, well, let's just get there. Since the chef at Max's Manor is required for Balance Valley.
All right, let's move them out.
Chef and actually there's about 4 people required for Balance Valley. Much like how there was 4 people required for Jurak, we just can't get the last one yet. There's 4 people required for
Wow, they even
Balance
have a
Valley.
station here.
This is Balance Valley Station.
By the look of things, this valley's been hit as well. Hey, Max! We'll take care of things at this end. You take as long as you need.
Thanks, Borneo.
Go get 'em, kids. Be careful out there.
Okay, I got you.
Now, Balance Valley's Georama is actually 100%able as we go along. And I plan on doing it because the reward for it is for Monica. And it's kind of worth it.
So this is Balance Valley.
That's right. There are 4 plateaus in this valley, but the height of those plateaus can change. Pretty strange, huh?
And there's the kicker for Balance Valley's conditions.
Wow. Huh? There are houses over there. Might be people as well. Let's go check it out.
Like Monica said for Balance Valley, yes. As you'll notice on this screen here, it's got the numbered plateaus. And if you hover over one of them, it'll light up, corresponding to where you are. As you can see, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is Plateau 4. Right now, we're not going to be able to do anything because we don't have the geostones for it. But when we start into the dungeon, that'll all change.
Who are you? What do you want? Get out!
Is that a human? No, that's something else.
You can talk?
Hold on, Mr. Owl. Just listen to us, please. What is it?
We're looking for somebody. His name is Crest. Do you know him?
Crest. So you've come to see Crest, have you?
Yes, that's right.
Crest is dead.
Dead? Oh no!
So Griffin's henchmen got him too. Now what are we gonna do?
Well,
And who's this?
Lynn was Crest's apprentice. She's been bedridden with shock ever since his death. Unfortunately, it looks like her illness has taken a turn for the worse.
those are some very sus sounds. What the hell?
It looks pretty bad.
We need a house call from Dr. Dell.
Dr. Dell?
Dr. Dell is the other requirement.
He's the head doctor in Palm Brinks, the best doctor around. But he looks like a duck, so don't be too surprised when you see him.
You know a doctor?
Yes, he does in fact know a doctor.
Yep. It looks like Lynn can't be moved, so we'll get the doc to come out here. Monica, let's get back to Palm Brinks.
Yeah, I guess we'd better.
Please do hurry back.
Right.
Now he says, please hurry back, but you don't actually need to hurry back. Although, if you actually cared enough to actually ignore everything and didn't realize that you weren't actually on a time limit, you probably would end up doing so. But with the fact that we unlock Balance Valley Station and Balance Valley's Georama area, we can actually just teleport. So let's just go to Palm Brinks and get started on some recruitments. I do have enough money now, but I want to wait. Now, Dr. Dell is actually this way, towards Max's place and the church. Speaking of the church, I do need to get that recruitment. And it requires solving a puzzle in the church itself. Oh, I hate that. Be my friend. Really? You need my help? Yes. Then let me pose you a problem. The candles in this church are controlled by a small mechanism. When they're lit, it puts them out. And when they're out, it lights them. If one of them changes, the adjacent candles change too. If anyone has played something like Super Mario RPG, either for the SNES or the Switch remake, which either one I highly recommend, especially the Switch version since it's got some quality of life improvements. You've probably done this kind of puzzle before at near the final section. If you can put all the candles out successfully, it'll prove your wisdom, and I'll go with you. If you solve it, great. If not, please understand that I cannot help you. This is another puzzler. Give it a few attempts, and make use of what you learn each time. If you re-enter the church, the candles will be reset, so don't worry about going wrong. The answer could be simple. And it actually is simple. Now, I'm going to start in this corner. And notice how only 3 of them went out. Well, if we go here, 4 go out. Go here, 4 more go out. And in this last corner, there you go. Puzzle is solved. It's a very, very easy puzzle. And we get the priest. Now there's Dr. Dell, there's the chef that I need to go and get. And I'm going to go and get the chef now. Because he was asking for roasted chestnuts, and I got roasted chestnuts. In fact, I got 3 of them, and I think he only needs 1. There's 1 more recruitment here that we can get. And I believe it is for Balance Valley. But I need to go back to Jurak for it. Because there's a specific item. And if I recall correctly, in the last episode, I showed you what that item was. There's also this guy, and I need to get him too. But not right now. Granny Rosa was here. We don't need her. Not anymore. Not now. I think Granny Rosa is actually a missable recruitment. Oh, I need to talk to him as Max. Yes, I got roasted chestnuts. Now they're right here. I'll let you try some as soon as it's ready. Actually, is there anything I can do in return? Yes, we want you to come with us. You actually give us one of the best healing items in the game. Like, bar none. And, you know what? I'm going to start on him now. Right. I did get started on him. I need 1,500. Which is actually very easy for me to get right now because I do have some sellable items. I'm not selling the gem in my inventory because that's going to be used for spectrumization. But this house right here... Remember that house for later, because I'm going to wait until after I get the butler. I'm trying to remember how much I need in terms of money. I want to say it was 4,000, but I don't think that's right. But anyway. Sell the battle wrench. Sell the classic gun. Sell the Gladius. And the other Gladius. And I'm gonna sell this sand breaker because I don't need it. That should be everything. Now, since Dr. Dell is story required, I don't believe he needs any... He doesn't have anything that you need to do for him. I don't believe. I could very well be wrong on that. But I'm going to get the butler, because if I remember correctly, he sells you shoes for Max. If I remember correctly. And yeah, okay. Oh. There we go. All right. Now. Exit the manor. And then turn right around and go back in. And he's right back. And we got Stuart, and we got back 600, which puts us back at 1,500. So now, really want to do... Yeah, I probably should do Max's father, but Max's father is just something we can do as we go along. But anyway, I'm trying to remember where he is. I want to say he's in his room, because this should be the kitchen. Well, no, this is the dining room, not the kitchen. We were just in the kitchen with the chef. Max's father should be in this room. Nope, this is Max's room. Do you see how often I come here? It's very little, so I have I do not remember where all Max's father is. Or where his room is, to be specific. And... oh wait, now I remember. I gotta go past the kitchen. I feel really silly about this. But again, not a fan of Max's father. Wait, what's this? Post-constructor and rock. Well, no, this was where we recruited it. Adele. Why do I not remember where Max's father's room is? I am feeling really stupid about this. There's one other room I haven't gone through. It's this one. Here we are. According to Cedric, you've been up to something recently. That's such a weird grammatical thing. Why? You're good at a lot of things. But on the other hand, you never see anything through. So when you ask for help, it's hard for me to take you seriously just like that. I know. Why don't you try to build up this trumpet gun to a bell trigger? Think you can do it? We already got the trumpet gun from just leveling up Max's classic. But as you can see, this one's already got some stats to it. I didn't mean to repair that. And if I remember correctly, it requires exorcism. Trying to remember if it was exorcism or not. It's already got attack power to it. But Cyclone and exorcism usually go hand in hand. Because it's definitely not flame and smash. Bell Trigger isn't exactly a powerful gun, but it's decent enough. There is another gun type, another gun that we can get later. And it's kind of one that I kind of want to get. But anyway, I am going to go to Sindane, and I'm going to get something that we kind of need for another recruitment. Okay, yeah, I got my lane in there. Now, I'm gonna look real quick, do a brief scan. I'm pretty sure we can't unlock it yet. I thought that was it for a moment. But anyway, is it under Taylor? I think so. Yes, the gold paint. You're gonna want one of those. What else can I do? I'm gonna leave some things for now. Because a lot of this we actually do need. But anyway, now that that's out of the way, we're gonna go back to Palm Brinks. And we're gonna do a double recruitment of Dr. Dell and the person who wants this gold paint. And you'll understand why. Not only that, actually, it's technically a triple recruitment because, well, you'll see. You will see. Go this way. If I run past a police officer, is it technically considered speeding? Nah, they have cars. We've already seen that they have cars in this world. But, let's see. I think there's also... Oh. Right. I don't think this is it. I think this takes me outside. It does not. But it does give me free paint. And paint is actually going to be something we're going to need in our Georamas in the future. So you might want to remember some of that. The Clown Robos attack the pipe and the parasol. I believe I already have the pipe and the parasol, but the Clown Robos attack. That requires risking your bloody neck. Hey, Max. I haven't introduced you yet, have I? This is Julia, my wife-to-be. Yeah, you can laugh. I know it's strange. Who'd fall in love with a girl in a picture? But I'm a magical artist. I have the power to make the things I draw real. Whatever I draw really does exist in the picture, as long as it's not a living thing. Even a magical artist can't draw life. But I've heard of a way. There's a golden egg in a big old tree. It's said that with its golden color, you can give life to anything you draw. Max, you're going out of town, right? I wonder if you could get a hold of some golden paint. Of course, I don't expect you to do it for nothing. If you can help me, I'll use my new power to help you in return. Well, we already have it. So this is golden paint. I'll try it straight away. She's real. Amazing. She's perfect. Thanks, Max. I haven't forgotten my promise. Please use my new power whenever you want. Parn joined your party. Julia joined your party. Julia went to the train. Yep. Parn and Julia are a pair. That is a double recruitment right there. Now for our triple, Dr. Dell. Now, if I remember correctly, Dr. Dell is this way, towards the lake. And yes, this town does have a lake. And you're going to want to remember this route for later, because there's one more recruitment in town that you need to, that you can get. and you're gonna want it. In fact, I'm gonna try and practice this route now. This recruitment can get pretty annoying if you don't know what to do. Oh, also, there's this person right here. You want me to do you a favor? First, hear me out. I only listen to people that I respect. And the only people I respect are people that have caught a bigger fish than me. The biggest fish I ever caught was a 60-centimeter nonki. Are you impressed? If you feel like a challenge, I'll take you on anytime. It seems like the only way to get him on your side is to catch a nonki that is more than 60 centimeters. You can do it. Anyway, try doing some fishing in the Palm Springs Lake. Yes, this is actually something you can do. And I'm probably going to do it now. Might as well. Except I don't have any bait. Because I sold it all. Never mind, I'm not going to do it. I kind of like how the town looks at night. There is another recruitment you can get, but I believe in this town, and it's this guy right here. Yeah, I don't mind going with you, but will there be a moon there? Really? Maybe you're just saying that. I know humans tell lies. Actually, I've changed my mind. I'm going to wait for the moon to come out here. Maybe it's because of something that happened in the past, but Rufio doesn't trust humans at all. You've got to get Rufio to believe you. If you gave him a photo of the moon, that might do it. Now, you can do it. You can do it at literally any other location. Except for Balance Valley Future. Because the moon is always at its zenith.
What's up?
Please, Dr. Dell, come with us. A really sick girl needs your help.
Not good. Not good at all. A few more days like this and she's done for.
Also, that right there. I am pretty sure that is a programming glitch, because that's not going to be the first time you hear it. And in this sense, it does not make sense to hear that now because of the dialogue down below. So, not quite sure what happened. Dr. Dell has joined you. Now that we have Dr. Dell, we go to Balance Valley. And before I forget, need our camera, because if I remember correctly, we need a picture of a moon, or the moon, which, in all honesty, the fact that there's two moons should be very telling for what the oceans should look like here on this world.
We've been waiting. She's gotten worse since you left. Hurry, do something. Anything.
That seriously does not sound right. That does not sound like she's in pain.
Not good. Not good at all. A few more days like this and she's done for. Looks like she's been hit by toxic mist, and a pretty strong dose of it, too. Regular medicine won't touch it.
Toxic mist?
And you see more of it these days. But we still don't know what causes it. There's absolutely nothing we can do.
There's nothing you can do. Please try something.
I've got it! Lao Chao! He can cure her!
Huh? Lao Chao?
That's right. In my time, there's a legendary chef named Lao Chao. They say if you eat his miracle dish, it'll cure any kind of sickness on the spot.
Well, where do we have to go to see him?
In the future, a place called Starlight Temple will be built in Balance Valley. That's where all the sages gather. There's a place there called Lao Chao's Bistro. Lao Chao is the head chef. If we bring Lao Chao's Bistro back and go see him, we might be able to save Lin.
All right, Monica. Just like we did in Sindane, we have to collect geostones here and use them to change the future, right?
Exactly, but we've got to bring Lao Chao's Bistro back first.
Then let's do it. Let's save Lin.
There's a passage in this valley that goes to the sea. It's called Starlight Canyon, and I bet we can find the geostones for this valley there. It's a dangerous area, though.
I'm fine with that. Let's go.
I'll be in the train. Just give me a call if you need me.
I'm counting on you. You've got to save Lin.
We're going to save her. Don't worry. In order to save Lin, who was on the verge of death, we had to venture into the dangerous Starlight Canyon. Although I was worried about Crest being gone, I concentrated on Lin, who was still with us. Chapter 3: The Sage of the Stars.
So, I won't be able to start the dungeon in this episode. The next episode I will. For now, I am going to look at this cutscene, apparently.
This is where Starlight Canyon starts. Let's get what we need to revive the origin points here. But before we change Balance Valley back, I've got to warn you about a few things. Balance Valley is divided into 4 fields. The height of the 4 fields changes depending on the weight of the buildings we put on each. If we want to put a big building there in the future, the height of all 4 fields has to be the same.
Wow, sounds a little harder this time.
It's a little bit harder, but not that bad.
Yeah, but we can do it. I just know it.
Okay.
But that's going to do it for this episode. Next time on Dark Cloud 2. Wow, oh my god, my English is getting worse and worse each day. We are going to start the dungeon for Chapter 3. And get a little progress done on the Georama. Since our next objective is to bring back Lao Chao's Bistro so we can cure Lin. Until then, this is Shadow Zotai signing off. And I hope you have a wonderful day.